morning, dear students. You are welcome to your English class. Muy buenos días, queridos estudiantes. Sean ustedes bienvenidos a la clase de inglés. It's a pleasure to be here with you through this video. Es un placer estar aquí nuevamente con ustedes a través de este video. So let's start with our lesson. Ok, vamos a comenzar con nuestra lección del día de hoy. Pay attention and listen carefully, please. The topic for today is simple past passive. El tiempo pasado, pero en el pasivo. ¿Ok? This is not new for you. Eso no es nuevo para ti. Ok, let's start. Vamos a comenzar. Unit 2, I bet you didn't know this. Unidad número 2, apuesto que tú no sabías esto. Reading and listening. Vamos a leer y a escuchar, por favor. Read and listen to 5 famous shipwrecks in the world. Vamos a leer y escuchar de 5 famosas inundaciones, naufragios de barcos en el mundo. Ok, tenemos. Shipwrecks are important discoveries over countless centuries. There have been many ships that had fallen prey to accidents, natural as well as caused by human interference. In this article, we take you through the pages of history to find some of the precious maritime treasures that have been laying on the ocean's floor. ¿Qué acabo de decir, queridos estudiantes? Los naufragios o los barcos que han sido no inundados son descubrimientos muy importantes en innumerables siglos. Han habido muchos barcos que han sido víctimas de accidentes naturales, así como la interferencia humana. En este artículo te vamos a llevar las páginas de las historias, ¿no? Para encontrar los preciosos tesoros marítimos que se han estado depositando en el fondo del mar. ¿Qué te parece? It's interesting, right? Es interesante. So let's start. Vamos a escuchar el audio, chicos. Mucha atención. Pay attention, please. Listen carefully.
Unit 2, Audio 10, Reading and Listening, page 22. The Titanic. The Titanic was the largest cruise ship of its time. The Titanic was built in Ireland at Harland and Wolff Shipyard. It was considered to be the most developed ship of that era. However, as history tells us, the Titanic unfortunately sank after colliding with an iceberg in its maiden voyage on the 14th of April, 1912. Around 1,517 people lost their lives in one of the biggest ever marine tragedies. The process to carry out the discovery of the Titanic's wreck was carried out in the year 1985. Quite a number of artifacts have been removed from the shipwreck, and they are displayed in the National Maritime Museum in England. 2. The Estonia. The Estonia ship casualty is one of the more recent maritime incidents to have occurred. The Estonia, built in the German shipyard Meyer Werft, sank on the 28th September 1994 in the Baltic Sea. Over 800 people lost their lives in this horrifying incident, the causes of which were many, and at the same time controversial. The most commonly known reason for the accident is said to be the rough weather conditions and the ship encountered. However, certain other sources disregarded this reason and stated that because of the ship's military involvement, bombs were planted by rival countries to destroy the ship. The shipwreck site is heavily protected. People are not allowed to approach the site because of the damage that might be caused to the wreck. illegal diving near the wreck site is heavily penalized and punished. Number 3. The Vampire. The original name of this ship was HMS Wallis. It was a British naval ship that was given to the Royal Australian Navy, RAN, as a loan in the year 1933. Its name was changed to HMAS Vampire that same year. The Vampire is a very well-known warship. It was destroyed in the year 1942 by Japanese aircrafts while it was trying to bring the aircraft HMS Hermes to safety from Trincomalee. Number 4. The Andrea Doria. The Andrea Doria was an Italian ship that sank after colliding with the Swedish ship MS Stockholm in the year 1956 while trying to reach the port of New York City. However, in spite of the severity of the incident, not many lives were lost because of timely communication by the ship's authorities. Today, the shipwreck is a very famous site for divers. In fact, the Andrea Doria shipwreck site is known as the Mount Everest of scuba diving. Number 5. The Victory. HMS Victory was launched in the sea in the year 1737 and met with an accident in the English Channel in the year 1744. The ship disappeared from sight at Channel Islands, and for over 250 years there was no sight of any remains of the ship. The shipwreck was discovered in the year 2008 by the Odyssey Marine Expedition of the United States, around 43 nautical miles from where it encountered the storm and disappeared from sight. Under marine laws, the shipwreck is said to be the property of the British government.
Very good, students. Do you like the reading? Yes, right? It was really interesting, right? Have you ever heard this before? Maybe some of you, yes, right? Very good. Let's go with the next activity. This is the passive voice, okay? Passive voice. What is the passive voice? ¿Qué es el passive voice? In general, we tend to use the active voice. Usualmente nosotros utilizamos la voz activa, ¿verdad? That is when a subject does an action to an object. Eso es cuando el sujeto es quien realiza la acción hacia el objeto, ¿verdad? For example, my mother bought a beautiful dress. Mi madre compró un hermoso vestido. Who is the subject? My mother. The action is bought, right? This is in the past. And the object is a beautiful dress. Okay? Who is the object? ¿Qué es el objeto? Es quien recibe la acción. Okay? My mother is the subject. Bought is the verb action in the past in this case. And a beautiful dress is the object who received the action. Es el objeto quien recibe la acción. ¿Ok? Pero vamos a ver con más detalle qué es la voz pasiva. ¿Ok? Let's go to the next diapositive. Simple past. Passive. The passive voice is used when we want to emphasize the action. La voz pasiva es usada cuando nosotros queremos enfatizar la acción. ¿Ok? The verb, la acción, el verbo. And the object of the sentences rather than the subject. Cuando queremos enfatizar más la acción y no nos importa quién haya realizado la acción, o sea, el sujeto. This means that the subject is less important than the action in itself, or that we don't know who or what the subject is. Eso quiere decir que el sujeto es menos importante que la acción misma. Y que nosotros, ¿por qué? Porque puede ser que nosotros no sabemos quién realiza la acción o quién es el sujeto. ¿Ok? Empezamos. Acá tenemos. My mother bought a beautiful dress. My mother is the subject. Bob is the main verb in the past, right? A beautiful dress is the object, is who received the action, right? Muy bien. So, when you want to become an active sentences like this, cuando quieres convertir una oración en el pasivo, como esta oración, esta es activa, you have to put first the object first. Colocas primero el objeto. So the object become in the subject. En este caso ahora el objeto se va a convertir en sujeto. ¿Ok? A beautiful dress. So in this sentence, my mother bought a beautiful dress. In what tense is this? ¿En qué tiempo se encuentra? In the past, right? So after the subject, you have to write the verb to be depend of the tense of the active sentence. ¿Qué he querido decir? Vas a colocar el verbo to be dependiendo en qué tiempo se encuentra esta oración activa. Si esta oración activa está en el pasado, ¿cómo identifico que está en el pasado? Por este both, ¿verdad? Este both me indica que está en el pasado. Entonces mi verbo to be tiene que estar en el pasado. Entonces, ¿y cómo identifico si es was o were? Porque tenemos dos verbos to be. A beautiful dress. When you want to replace a beautiful dress with a pronoun, what pronoun we use? What is the correct pronoun? ¿Cuál sería el pronombre correcto? It, right? Reemplazaríamos con it. Entonces, sabiendo que esto en nuestras mentes, in our mind, this beautiful dress is it, entonces tú puedes identificar qué verbo to be va a corresponder acá. En este caso es was, right? A beautiful dress was bought, fue comprado. And the main verb is in the past participle. Y el verbo tiene que estar en el pasado participio, ¿ok? En este caso, both in the past and both in the past participle is the same. Es el mismo, no ha cambiado, ¿ok? By my mother. So, in this case, my mother, in the active sentence, is the subject. So, in the passive sentence, become in the agent, en el agente. Ahora, en la oración activa, my mother es el sujeto, pero en la oración pasiva se convierte en el agente. ¿Ok? No es el objeto quien recibe la acción. No. No vayas a confundir, por favor. ¿Ok? En este caso, se convierte en el agente, en la voz pasiva. ¿Ok? Muy bien, vamos a continuar. Ok, let's see another examples. ¿Ok? Vamos a ver otros ejemplos. Simple past passive. Somebody stole my laptop. Somebody stole my laptop. Okay, this sentence is in the past, right? So, this is the object, right? Quien recibe la acción. The object become in the subject, and then you put the verb to be, right? In this case, stole is in the past, right? The verb to be is in the past, and then the main verb. The main verb is this. In this case, is stolen in the past participle. Stolen by somebody. It's not necessary to write by somebody. It's not necessary. But if you want to write, you can do it. ¿Ok? No es necesario escribir en este caso por alguien, by someone. Pero si tú lo quieres hacer, no hay problema. But it's not necessary. ¿Ok? Vamos a empezar entonces. La oración sería esta, right? My laptop was stolen by somebody. Mi laptop se convirtió en el sujeto. Was, porque mi oración principal, la activa, está en el pasado. Coloco was, en este caso my laptop is it. Stolen, el verbo en pasado participio, by somebody. This is optional, but not necessary. Es opcional, pero no necesario, ¿ok? Muy bien. I drank 2 cups of coffee. Yo bebí 2 tazas de café. So, 2 cups of coffee, they are, because it's going to become in the subject. Se va a convertir en el sujeto, right? Drank is in the past, right? So, the verb to be is in the past. 2 cups of coffee is plural. So, in your mind, you replace 2 cups of coffee with the pronoun they, right? En este caso vas a reemplazar en tu mente 2 tazas de café con el pronombre they, ¿verdad? Porque es plural. Entonces será el verbo to be were, porque they conjuga con were, ¿ok? And then the past participle of drank is drank, right? Drank. Muy bien. Y vamos a después poner, este es optional, en este caso va a cambiar I por me, right? Vamos a verlo. Está, 2 cups of coffee were drank by me, drank by me, ¿ok? Muy bien. Practice, the hunter killed the lion, ok. Now you are going to put in practice that you have learned, ¿ok? Vas a poner en práctica lo que acabas de aprender, ¿ok? Pero no lo acabas de aprender, estamos haciendo un repaso, ¿verdad? Porque eso ya hemos aprendido el año pasado. Así que vamos a empezar nuevamente. The hunter killed the lion. Okay, this sentence is in the past, right? It's in the past because the main verb is in the past, right? So, the lion become in the subject, right? The lion, the verb to be in this case is in the past. The lion was killed. This is a regular verb, okay? In regular verb in the past, and the past participle have the same way, tiene la misma forma, okay? By the hunter, okay? The lion was killed by the hunter. The lion was killed by the hunter, okay? Someone cleaned the windows. Someone cleaned the windows. The windows, okay? The windows is in plural, right? So, the windows become in the subject, okay? The windows, this is in plural. Were cleaned, this is a regular, were cleaned by someone. It's not necessary to write someone, okay? The windows were cleaned by somebody. Oh, somebody is just someone, okay, they are synonyms, okay? My alarm clock woke me up. Mi reloj despertador, me despertó. Okay, so, in this case, ¿quién recibe la acción en este caso? Who received the action? Me, right? Me recibe la acción. Entonces, este se va a convertir en el sujeto. Ok, en este va a ser me, no va a ser, ¿verdad? Va a ser I, right? I was woken up by my alarm clock, right? Sería así. I was woken up by my alarm clock. Ok, ahora tiene el siguiente. The next is Mario fixed his car twice a month. Mario fixed his car twice a month. ¿Cuál sería la oración? ¿Cómo lo convertiríamos en el pasado? Pero en pasivo. ¿Cómo lo haríamos? A ver. El carro, Mario arregló su carro 2 veces al mes, ¿verdad? Arregló su carro 2 veces al mes. Muy bien, ¿qué sería? El carro de Mario, Mario's cars. El carro de Mario, Mario's cars was fixed twice a month, right? El carro de Mario fue arreglado 2 veces al mes. ¿Ok? Muy bien, chicos. Let's go to the next diapositive. Ahora vamos a la siguiente diapositiva. ¿Ok? Rewrite the sentences in the passive voice using the present simple tense. Te estoy diciendo. ¿Ok? Ahora, lo más importante acá, chicos. Estas oraciones, dice, the documents printed by the secretary. A ver, acá hay un error. Esto debe escribirlo en present, en past simple. ¿Ok, chicos? Hay un error. ¿Ok? The documents printed by the secretary. En este caso ponemos, los documentos fueron impresos por mi secretaria. ¿Ok? The documents were printed by my secretary. ¿Ok? Este es un ejemplo. This is an example. The door, la puerta, was closed by the cleaner. Muy bien. Y ahora el siguiente. Tienes the trainers. Ok. The bike. Tenemos 10 oraciones. Pero ahora te toca hacer solamente 8. Ok. Está sencillísimo, chicos.